What's
How you
up?
doing, Swag?
Fine, Smash. How you getting along, buddy?
I'm good, man. Good to be back another
Good
week.
to be back another
I
week.
hate it's playoffs already.
I know. Playoffs. Can you believe it?
I can. I really can't. But I'm ready.
I think I'm ready too. I mean, it's gonna be some good games, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think the 8 teams I thought was going to get in got in.
Yeah.
I mean, but Frog Wings made some run at the end.
Well, maybe that's momentum for next year.
Exactly.
Build a little momentum.
Exactly. And speaking of next year, we're going to change the name of this league from the WFL, since everybody's kind of quit doing the WFL teams, which is kind of sour anyway.
Right.
So, but we're going to change the name next year to Smash and Swag's Rowdy Friends. That'll be our new name. And then so next year, when you pick a team name, just stay with that team name throughout the whole year, because the reason being, we got a surprise coming to you guys. Hopefully by next week it'll be here,
Absolutely.
and then you'll understand the reason why we won't do that. And well, let's move into some possible upsets.
All right.
I was looking at one, and kind of stood out to me was Spank Me Bolt. I think that Spank Me Bolt's got a chance to do some damage with some upsets in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's looking at, you got Tom Brady, and he's still on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And then C.J. Spiller now taking over the carries in Buffalo over Fred Jackson. And then what blowing my mind, and I never thought these words would come out of my mouth, Steven Jackson.
Yeah.
Is the boy not running possessed or what?
He's finally got in his groove.
I believe he has. I mean, he's an older player, and he's running with just teetotal authority.
Yeah.
I mean, he's running people over like he did when he was in younger days.
Yeah.
And I think with the right matchups with Steven Jackson, I think that can make some room for some upsets there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Spank Me Bolt to make a little noise.
I think so, too.
Exactly. And you had to cut one or two, didn't you?
Yeah. I was thinking, as far as somebody that could win the money, I was looking at Bolt's daddy.
Right.
I think, and you'll see when we make the picks, the top part of his lineup is strong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as far as running backs, I don't know if anybody's got 2 better running backs as far as in their lineups. And with receivers, I mean, he's with Calvin Johnson. He's strong. I think he's got a really, really good shot at winning the money.
Right.
And you'll see in the picks when we describe, go through his picks against Shreveport, where he's so strong.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Bolt's daddy's got as good a shot as anybody. I think he's one of the hotter teams right now.
Exactly. I agree with you. Let's just move on into the picks.
Sounds good to me.
Since I'll take the first one. You got Lightning Bolt's ass versus Bolt's daddy. Spank Me Bolt, excuse me. I'm going with Spank Me Bolt just for what I said a while ago with those 3 players.
Yeah.
I think Lightning Bolt's ass, I think his team is still good, but I think it's on a little downward slide right now. I mean, he went from first to third, and, with old Percy, what's the Breeze Nuts this time or whatever.
Yeah.
He come on strong. But I'm going to go with Spank Me Bolt to beat Lightning Bolt's ass.
I think when Lightning Bolt was on the show, I think he was the king of the hill. I mean, he was dominating, and he just fell off the last few weeks.
Exactly.
And, but I think he got a little cocky here.
You may add. That's true. But anything can happen in these things. It's just that these games can go different ways. I mean, like last week, I was playing Shreveport. Not to jump back on last week, but here's Jamal Charles running like crazy. Well, he gets up there in the goal line, and he could have had 3 touchdowns very easily.
Right.
They take him out and put in Hillis in there, and Hillis gets stopped at the 1 foot. He probably gains about a foot.
Yeah.
And
that's the most aggravating thing.
Right.
About things.
And I think it was bad coaching on Romeo's part, even though he did win the ball game. Still, Hillis is not the player he used to be.
No. Not by any means.
You can't, and you're playing a team like that. You can't just smash mouth it all the time. You got to get it outside or pass the ball, do something different. But anyway, you take games like that. You may have a stud who you really think is going to do well. Well, he may not do anything.
Yeah.
Or you may have somebody like,
look at Drew Brees last week.
Oh yeah, not exactly.
So
I tell you, but you just don't know.
Right.
But let's move in the second game with WFL. You done changed your team name again. WFL Champ 2012.
I think I had a little vision, and I see myself winning things. So
I know what you did. You brought the pot out, didn't you? You brought out the pot. Yeah, you did.
I seen the steam.
You seen the steam. You brought out the pot. Oh, well, you got that game, and you got our buddy Jared.
Yeah.
Smash, gags on swagger, ever how you want to say it, I tell you. But I think his team's pretty strong too. But I'm gonna go with you. And the reason I'm going with your team is because of Chris Johnson going up against the Colts. I think he'll have a strong day there, and also with LaShore going up against Green Bay. I mean, LaShore, he's just running wild.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I like Steve Smith going up against Atlanta.
He had a good game last week.
He did, and I just think the game's going to be in Carolina, and I've got a sneaky feeling about Steve Smith and Cam Newton, but I'm going to go with you. But I think it's going to be tight.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with you by just a little smidgen across that goal line. And
I hope you're right.
Well, you never know. Well, let's move into your picks.
All right. I got Breeze Nuts against Swag.
Breeze Nuts.
You got two of the premier quarterbacks, Breeze against Manning. I mean, I don't know how you could pick who would do better. I mean, I think that's a wash. Running backs, Ray Rice and Jamal Charles, two pretty studs. I mean, they're pretty good for Breeze Nuts. Against
I got Ray Rice and Jamal Charles.
Oh, that's right. My arrows. There's my arrow.
That's okay.
He's got the edge when it comes to receivers.
Exactly.
I had it mixed up. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
But you got Roddy White, which could equal out, don't you?
He's got Roddy White.
I'm all messed up.
I got Denarius Thomas and AJ Green.
Right. I see that. Okay, I had him back spot. Okay. Well, you got the edge of receivers. Gonzalez and Heath Miller. That's a wash.
Yeah.
I think that's a wash. But anyway, the way I look at it is I think this is going to be like the NCAA tournament. When you see a 1 versus 16 seed, you always go, the 1 always wins.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is going to switch here. I think you are going to take Breeze Nuts as an 8 seed and beat him.
I hope so.
I think his reign's over.
It'd be nice.
He's going to be sitting on the couch. I'm going to go with Swag on this one. Although I did have everything mixed up.
Oh, that's okay.
But anyway, and in the second game, but you're going to upset. Shreveport against Bolt's Daddy, and I've already told you about Bolt's Daddy. I think he is so strong at the top part of his lineup with his quarterback, running back, and receiver. I think that Shreveport's stronger at the bottom with one of his receivers, his tight end, and his flex spot. But I think all in all, Bolt's Daddy will knock Shreveport out of the playoffs. And I think Bolt's Daddy's primed to make a run.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say Bolt's Daddy against Shreveport. Shreveport will just go home and sit on the couch.
Yeah.
And that's my picks for this week.
That's your picks for this week. Well, I tell you, I think it's going to be some interesting games.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I think this league has been tight all year long.
Yeah, it's one of the best leagues around, I think.
Yeah, I think so too, and I've enjoyed it. And one thing we might do next year too is take some of these bench spots out.
Yeah.
And open up more people to pick on the waiver wires. I mean, you look at it, there's nothing.
It's
nothing.
Yeah.
Out there to get.
Yeah.
And take a little pressure off the draft. For it, because right now we're sitting on 7 bench spots, and
you might have somebody on your bench that you ain't played all year.
Exactly, could be playing with somebody else. Right. I mean, you're right.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and do that. Maybe trim it up a little bit and everything. But we'll get all that stuff out to you guys a little later on. But anyway, hope you enjoy the games. Hope you definitely enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next
couple weeks. We'll have a surprise.
Oh yeah, a couple weeks. We'll have to have a surprise for you, and then you'll understand why I want everybody to keep the same team name for next year and everything. So hopefully we'll have that by next week or a couple weeks anyway. Well, you guys take care. Have a good one. I'm Swag.
I'm Smash.
See you next time.